Tanya. You always fool me with your picture, Tanya. I always look up and think it's somebody there.
Sorry about that.
Hi, you're good. How you doing,
Okay.
Tanya? Your picture is just, I always think that you're sitting there smiling at me, and then I go, oh, it's a picture. All right. Are you cooking with us, Tanya? Do you cook with us?
¿Ya la probaste?
I take
¿No la quieres
notes
probar?
and then
Well,
I
you take
cook
notes.
later.
Okay, that's good. All right,
Okay.
awesome.
Okay.
Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. This is another session of Let's Get Cooking brought to you by the Good Life Program for Healthy Aging, sponsored by UC Davis Alzheimer's Disease Center of the East Bay, the Loom, and the state of California. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we are making one of my favorite dishes. So if you've been here with us for a while, we've made this dish for sure once, maybe even twice. We might even did it twice. But I saw the cauliflower and I was like, you know what? This is an absolutely amazing transition into fall. Okay, because this is a beautiful head of cauliflower and it's super good for you. And cauliflower is mimicking some of our vital, our lymph nodes in our body. So fall, but the chimichurri is still giving summer. So it's like that. You see the theme? I'm doing like this. We're going into fall. We're still hanging out in summer. I love chimichurri. It's like one of my favorite salsas ever. Like chimichurri is so good. You can put it on your vegetables, your poultry, whatever you want to do, but it's packed with lots of vitamins, nutrients, and good things that are going to heal your body. So let's go ahead and talk about this roasted cauliflower chimichurri steaks. Roasted cauliflower steaks with chimichurri. All right, so what we need for our ingredients is one head of cauliflower. It could be any size. This is a pretty big size. It's going to make a nice proper amount of steaks. 2 teaspoons, is that tablespoons? Tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of olive oil or avocado oil, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, a half a teaspoon of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And then for the chimichurri, you can use flat leaf or curly. Okay, so I have both here because I'm going to be honest with you. Either one is totally fine. I actually like curly because it gives it like a little bit more texture, even though once everything marinades, it kind of softens. But either one is still fine, and you can do both if you have them. Okay. So half a cup of flat or curly leaf parsley, 1 tablespoon of fresh oregano. Okay. Um, excuse me, or dried, or a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. Now you know. I'm a garlic person, so if you want to add 5 to 6, that's fine with me. 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar or lemon juice. Sometimes I add both. It's like my flavor to the max secret. A half of teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes to taste. Or you can do a fresh red pepper and then you just deseed it so it's not too hot. And then 1/4 cup of olive oil plus more as needed. So with the chimichurri, I'm going to give you the foundation, but when we get to the chimichurri, I'm going to start telling you some of the variations and some things that I may add. But when I look up the actual recipe, I tried to go with what I could find as a recipe, but I'll tell you what I do. All right. So one of the first things that we want to do is say hi to Naya. Hi, Naya. Hi, Naya. Unmute yourself, girl.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
All right. So Naya, what are we preheating our ovens to?
That is a great question. Let me see. We are
I feel like it
preheating
says
our
375.
ovens to 350, but you can turn it up to
350.
375, which I would probably
Okay.
suggest for great
I'm
benefit.
low key gonna do 400, okay? Because
Okay.
325 for this class is, I mean, 350 is gonna be a little bit slow. So I'm gonna turn, just to be full disclosure, my oven is up to 425, okay? The secret's out. My oven's up to 425, but you can do 350 if you have time to roast slower. 425 is just gonna speed up the process. I don't know. Roasting things sometimes it's hard for me. All right. So we're gonna preheat our oven. So any variation between 350 to 425 is perfect. All right. If you heat it up at 425, we'll probably all be cooked at the same time though, okay? All right, so preheat your ovens. And then what's our next steps, Naya?
After you preheat your oven, it is cutting the cauliflower. So you're going to rinse the cauliflower thoroughly and trim off the green leaves at the base, keeping
Okay.
the central stem intact. Place the cauliflower stem side up and cut along the stem to remove the outer edges. Slice the stem in half to create 2 steaks and repeat with the remaining cauliflower.
Oh, okay. So in the
Got it.
middle, slice. So the leaves are already cut off. So my leaves are already cut off. So basically, we're turning that cauliflower upside down. We're cutting off those leaves, okay? So this is almost like surgery. You just have to be kind of careful. Just get your knife in there far enough to get the leaf and try not to cut the cauliflower. Okay, we're just cutting the leaf off. And that stem is going to help us keep that cauliflower steak. So now I've done this a couple times, and let me just tell you, so I don't want you guys to feel bad if this is your first time actually making this. Um, Sometimes it's going to fall apart, and if it does, don't worry about it. Just put it on your baking sheet and season it and keep it moving. The idea is to get steaks, but even with a large head of cauliflower like this, you may only get like 2 to 3 steaks out of it because the rest of it's going to crumble. Don't discard it. Put it on your baking sheet and slather it with some of the seasoning that we're gonna make and eat it because it's still gonna be really yummy, okay? All right, so Naya, repeat just the steps when we start cutting the cauliflower, because do we cut from the middle or do we cut off the side?
Let me see. Let me share my screen. So this,
All
I
right,
looked up an
I love
image.
that for you. I love that for us. So right in the middle. All
Yeah.
right. So we're cutting. So the first thing we're gonna do, so this, because that stem is gonna help us keep that steak intact, okay? So this is sometimes why I want to do this class multiple times because I'm still learning. I'm learning with y'all. All right, put that back up for there for us though. Let us see it for a little while longer. I'll just
Okay.
talk through it. So thank you. Thank you so much for finding it. All right, so if your cauliflower had a large base, you want to cut the base off, but leave, enough of that stem on there. You don't want to cut it completely off. Now we're turning it around on that side where the stem is still like a little nub, and we're cutting right down the middle to get that stem because that stem part is going to help us keep it intact. Okay. And as you see, once you cut it, so we have 2 halves. Okay. Can you do a side by side of me? Is that possible? Or are you
Yeah,
already
one
doing it?
second.
Okay.
Oops.
All right, because I just want them to see how I'm cutting it. Or you can remove it now if you can't figure it out. It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So I've got my cauliflower cut in half, and this is essentially, oh, sorry, go ahead. This is what it looks like. So we still have that base down there, right? Because it's going to keep that cauliflower intact. And now I'm just going to hold it, and then I would say about 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to go down. That might be a little bit too thin, but sometimes it's like trial and error. All right. And you see like a piece of it came off, but I got a steak. So there's a successful steak, but I lost a corner of the other one and most of my base. So I'm just going to just gently, and you see it's a little bit challenging to keep them a steak, but do your best. And if it falls apart, don't worry about it. So I'm going to cut the other side. I'll definitely get a steak out of here. Okay. All right. So the rest of this, I'm just going to set to the side for now. I kind of have a steak there. I'm going to set this to the side because I'm going to cook that cauliflower. That's definitely going to get cooked. But we're talking about steak. So if you want to make a steak and make it, really fancy, some good restaurant style. So I feel like I got 2 good steaks out of there. The rest of it I'll season later. I'll clean up the crumbs. Okay, how's everybody doing with your steaks? because I know it might be a little challenging, but that's okay. Hopefully you picked up multiple cauliflower from the farmer's market yesterday for everybody that came out. I see Tina Butter and Jelly in the building. Hey, girl. Hi. Hey, ladies. All right. All right. So we have our cauliflower steaks. So I got two. So out of that big old head of cauliflower. Hmm? Oh, there's more in there. Okay, cool. All right. So I have more cauliflower. So, but so look at how much cauliflower I have left. Let me just push this. So I'm definitely going to season this. I'm just going to work with the steaks first, okay? All right, so no fret, we're going to season it. So what's next, Naya? Let's make our base.
All right, next step is prepare the spice rub. In a small bowl, combine 1 tablespoon of avocado oil or any neutral oil of your choice with garlic powder, cumin, paprika, and salt. And you're going to mix until the spices are evenly blended.
Okay. Now, because we have the whole cauliflower, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be enough for a couple of steaks, but don't let your other cauliflower go to waste. All right, so we have cumin, paprika, salt, and garlic powder. Now, if you do not have these seasonings at home, use whatever seasonings you have. Whatever seasonings you fancy at your house, use them, okay? It's totally fine. Now, if you want to season your whole cauliflower, just double, triple this recipe. More oil, more seasoning. And ideally, you would want to have a brush for this, but I think I left mine at home. So I have a spatula. And what I'm going to do now is get my baking sheet. Transfer my steaks to my baking sheet. And once again, of course, if you have the rest of your cauliflower, you can, season if you make extra seasoning. So this particular amount, I feel like is only good for 2 steaks. But
Shanette,
do not waste. Yes, ma'am.
we were supposed to put our baking sheet, I think, in the oven, get it hot first.
Yes.
Oh, were we? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I skipped that part. Put your baking sheet in the oven to get it hot. Yeah, because I missed that part. All right. So you guys, you can do that if you like. Put your baking sheet in the oven, and then so we're just gonna pretend like I have a hot baking sheet, and that's gonna help your cauliflower cook, okay? All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start rubbing on.
No, Kiki, for you wimps, cumin and paprika is not spicy
They're
at
not
all.
spicy.
And what would you suggest? How many steaks are you supposed to get out of 1 cauliflower?
I would say ideally you should get at least 2. And the reason why I say 2 is because they fall apart. So then the rest of it, you're just going to have to improvise and just season it. That's why I think you should make extra seasoning. So you're going to get like 2 steaks and then a whole bunch of pieces. So what you can do with the other, you could save it for another dish. Okay. Or you can just go ahead and season it and cook it at the same time. But it's going to be broken up because it's really hard. Like once you start cutting cauliflower, it just falls apart. It just is what it is. So if you're
Shanette,
super skilled, yes, ma'am.
we're supposed to shear the cauliflower in a skillet first before we put it in the oven.
You said shear it.
Shear it, it says heat a cast iron skillet over medium heat. Add the remaining tablespoon of oil.
Oh, Okay, let's go over the directions, please, Naya.
It
All
says
of the
instructions. 1, preheat your oven 350 and set aside a baking sheet aside. You'll need a large oven safe pan, preferably a 12-inch cast iron skillet. If your pan is smaller or not, um, oven safe, refer to the notes below. Number 2, cutting the cauliflower. Rinse the cauliflower thoroughly and trim off the green leaves at the base, keeping the central stem intact. Place the cauliflower stem side up and cut alongside the stem to remove the outer edges. Slice the stem in half to create 2 steaks. So Kiki should at least create 2 steaks.
at least 2.
And repeat the remaining cauliflower, setting aside any florets for another dish. Number 3, we're preparing the spice rub. In a bowl, combine 1 tablespoon of avocado oil with garlic powder, cumin, paprika, and salt. Mix until the spices are evenly blended. Number 3, season the cauliflower. Identify the more visually appealing side of each steak. Start by seasoning the less attractive sides as it will brown less during cooking. Lay the cauliflower steaks less pretty side up on a baking sheet and brush the 2 halves of the spice mixture. So it does seem like it's informing you to season both sides because it's identifying the less visually appealing one, and that's the one that you'll be using face side up. Then after that, we're going to sear the cauliflower. So we haven't got to that
So
step
we are
yet.
searing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're searing. I'm seasoning, and now we're searing. I need a thank you. Thank you. Can you give me give me the skillet, the green one, and the burner. All right, so we're gonna sear. Now this is super funny because I've made this dish at least twice before. And so I was thinking in my head, like you can sear and or bake, which is true. So I know we do have a person that doesn't have an oven. You could actually completely sear your cauliflower steak too without putting it in the oven, but we're gonna do both.
Or
And
if you
I'm
have an
really
air
thinking,
fryer, you can put your stuff in the air fryer.
or if you have an air fryer, yeah, you can put it in the air fryer also. Okay.
And I'm going to
Well,
use this little part of mine that fell off.
Oh, that's so
Yes.
It's going to be enough little steak for me, and it's holding together.
Yeah,
So
that's
use a big one, and I'm going to use some little ones.
And you're gonna use a
my
little
friends
one.
tomorrow.
I love that. I love that. Yes, and shout out to everybody that shares with their friends. I know Barbara comes and picks up ingredients for her and her neighbors, and I love that. All right, so I'm gonna turn my pan on a medium high heat, get that pan heated up.
And let me go ahead and read those
So when we
searing
sear the steak,
instructions.
do we need any extra oil?
Yes, so it says sear the cauliflower. You're going to heat your cast iron skillet over medium-high heat. So go ahead and start heating up your skillet, and then you're going to add the remaining tablespoon of olive oil. So you're going to need a tablespoon and a
Got
half
it.
to 2 of oil, ensuring that it coats the bottom of the pan. So you want to make sure that your
Okay.
bottom of your pan is evenly coated. Then
Okay.
you're going to place the cauliflower steak spice side down and
Got
cook for
it.
3 to 4 minutes. But first things first, you do want to make sure that your pan is hot.
All right, so my pan is heated up. So, and I am going to use the cast iron skillet. So then my assumption then is that we could just go from the skillet straight to the oven, right? If you use the cast iron
Yes.
skillet, you can just go ahead and put your skillet straight in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks for gathering us, Sedalia. Sedalia, first of all, let me shout out to Sedalia. Sedalia has been my longtime sous chef. Sedalia never misses a beat, and she's always the first one to go, we're supposed to, and I go, oh, thanks, Sedalia. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, cool. I appreciate you, Sedalia. All right, so I am saving my other broccoli florets for another dish because these will absolutely be roasted with some of the sweet potatoes that I got from the farmer's market yesterday. Hopefully, shout out to everybody that came out. There were some lovely items, lots of fruits and veggies. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and store.
And then while you're cauliflower steaks are searing on the seasoned side down, that's when you're going to add the remaining spice rub to the unseasoned side.
Okay. And I am, so I'm heavy-handed when it comes to spices, honey. So I use mine. Do we have any more cumin? I'm gonna have to make a little bit more. So if you have any other, or you might have to make a little bit more, it's okay. Sometimes, especially if you're heavy-handed like me with the seasonings, I like my food flavor to the max. All right. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see the smoke coming from my pan. It's pretty hot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and carefully put my cauliflower steak in the pan, seasoned side down, and I'm gonna do the same with the other one. Okay. And then while that is seasoning, I'm just gonna make a little bit of extra um rub for my cauliflower steak. So if you have to make extra, it's okay. Or you just be a little mindful about how you're seasoning. Because I feel like we could have definitely used double that amount, okay? But that's okay, because I am good at adjusting and improvising in the kitchen, and you should also be very agile. And this is why it's also good to like have pantry staples. So some of these things, like some seasonings that I keep in my cabinet, like as a rule, are paprika, garlic powder, some type of either sea salt or kosher salt, black pepper always. Cumin has become a fan favorite for me. And there's good reasons because there's amazing health benefits for all of these things, and Nia will tell you all about them now.
Yeah, shout out to those amazing benefits that come with eating these healthy things. Well, for cauliflower, it is rich in nutrients, high in vitamin C, K, and B6, promoting immune health, bone health, and brain function. It also supports digestion and has anti-inflammatory properties, which contains antioxidants, which reduce inflammation. Garlic powder and fresh garlic, if optional used. It helps boost immunity, contains allicin, which has an antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. It's good for heart health and also has anti-inflammatory properties, reducing inflammation and may improve joint health. Cumin can aid in digestion, is rich in iron, which supports energy production and oxygen transport in the body, and it has amazing antioxidant properties that fight free radicals. Paprika is also an anti-inflammatory spice. It helps boost immunity and improve skin health.
All right. So we don't need this one. All right, I think we're straight now. How's everybody doing? Everybody okay? Yolanda, did you raise your hand? Do you have a question? Said, are you good or you have a question? You're good. Okay, that was a thumbs up. All right, cool. All right. You're welcome. All right, so this is what my steaks look like. They're so pretty. And big shout out to Yolanda. She's been joining the program, eating right, losing weight. That's right, Yolanda. I love that for you. All right. And please, we love to hear y'all testimonies. So if this program is working out for you very well, if you have any conditions that have reversed, things that have strengthened, renewed energy, better eating habits, we'd love to hear your stories. So please share with us. All right, let me turn that around. We love to know the effectiveness of ours. So, all right, I think I'm at my 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip my steak. And this is to hopefully get a nice little brown. And my part of my steak then fell apart. That's all right. It's a little complicated. Let's see, let's just move this. All right. Okay. You just want to make sure that that steak is actually hitting the pan so it can do what it's supposed to. Oh, it's a little smoky. All right. I'm just going to press down on this steak because it's not quite touching the pan. So you want to make sure that it gets seared, okay? But you see it's going to have that nice color. So when we actually get it into the oven, it's going to have that nice color to it, which is also going to bring a nice amount of flavor. How are you doing, Valerie? You good? Okay, awesome. And if you need to add a little bit more oil to your pan, please don't be afraid to do so. You don't want it to be too dry. I think I'm going to add a little bit more oil because my pan is a little dry. The oil absorbed pretty quickly. Everybody okay? All right. So I just want to show you the nice color that's on this steak. Now this steak, I feel like it wasn't touching the pan properly. That happens. So if you need to turn it over one more time just to make sure that it gets seasoned or that it gets seared correctly, go ahead and do so. Okay.
All right.
That's a little better, but let's see. I'm just going to press down a bit. All right, Naya, once we get into the oven, how long are we in the oven for?
15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. That'll give us enough time to make our chimichurri and ask any questions if we have any. Share any cauliflower stories because I was with one of my friends yesterday. Shout out to Tulani who was helping me gather all the produce for the farmers market. And one of the things she told me when I told her what recipe we're making, she was like, I don't like cauliflower. I'm like, how do you, what's not like, not to like about cauliflower? But one of the things that I've learned when people don't like vegetables is typically because you just did not have it in a way that was appealing to you. So you feel like you don't like it. Just have to have it in a very yummy way, right? Because one of the vegetables that I think that I did not like at all when I was younger were Brussels sprouts. Now you cannot, a Brussels sprout needs to run when it sees me, honey, because I'm gonna glaze it with some balsamic vinegar, some garlic, maybe even some ginger, a little salt, pepper. I'm gonna grill it. I'm gonna pan fry it. I'm gonna roast it. And I love Brussels sprouts. And cauliflower is one of those things that I learned to love. I love cauliflower, and especially this particular recipe with the chimichurri. It's a fan favorite for my friends. All right, so I think we're good now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my stovetop, and I'm going to get ready to go ahead and put my cauliflower steaks into the oven. Naya, is that right? Do we just go directly into the oven? Your oven should be preheated already.
Yeah, so you're going to transfer the skillet to the middle rack of the preheated oven and roast for 15 to 20 minutes until golden brown and tender in the center.
All right, and the cauliflower is going to cook pretty quick. Shout out to Irma, man. Irma is my left hand, my right hand around here. All right, let's do this. Okay, so my cauliflower is in the oven. And now I'm going to move this burner out of the way. And now we're going to get ready to make our chimichurri, okay, folks? So you all, hopefully you guys are in the oven or about to go into the oven with your cauliflower. I'm just going to clean my area. Do I have any questions so far?
No
I can go over the
questions so
steps.
far. Just a comment from Robin recently. She says she agrees about liking veggies as an adult that she didn't like when she was younger. Um, you're correct that it has everything to do with how the vegetables are prepared.
For sure. Because if you was eating soggy string beans out of a can, then you might not like string beans. But, if you learn how to make them in a way that feels good to you, I like my veggies to have a little bit of bite back. You know what I'm saying? Like I like them to fight back just a little bit when I'm eating them. All right, so now we're gonna get ready to make our chimichurri. But first, can we give a big shout out to everybody that's in the session? Because I see
Yes,
71 people
shout out to
involved.
the
Oh,
71 lovely participants that have joined us on this
okay.
amazing
Yes, I love
Thursday.
that.
Yes, shout out to you all, Tina and your lovely guests, Yolanda, Gail, Tanya, Bobby, Valerie, Richard Dean, Dr. Mia Settles, Barbara, Irma, Paula, Darlene, Lorraine, Macy, Deborah, Alma, Angel, RD, Bo, Bobby, Byron, Carol, Catherine, Daisy. I see a lot of new names. So thank you to everyone who has been sharing the good life with their friends and family member and
I
getting everyone
know.
on the path of the good life. And do know that we host classes weekly, Monday through Friday. So if you ever need something to do, head over to our website at www.thegoodlifepath.org, where you can find more information on our free online resources. And if you ever need any contact support, you can always hit us up at 510-255-0232 or give us an email at info@thegoodlifepath.org.
All right, perfect. Thanks, Naya. And yes, thank all of you guys for joining us today. Super exciting. All right, so we're gonna get into our chimichurri, okay? So let's get into it. Chimichurri is like literally one of my favorite. I consider it to be a salsa. Naya, if you could do me a favor and look it up and tell me if chimichurri is considered to be a sauce, a salsa, a marinade, or a salad. Okay, because pico de gallo is actually considered to be a salad. And I tend to like curly parsley, but you may see a recipe that says use the flat parsley. I say use a little bit of both. You try them out at different times. Try the curly, try the flat, see which one you like better. I can assure you they're both going to be really good. I have both here. I have some flat parsley, which is,
And it's
this is
considered
our
a
flat.
herb sauce.
It's or considered a sauce. Okay.
Hmm.
So we have our flat parsley, okay? And here it is. And then we have our curly. I think I'm just going to do a little bit of both just for fun. All right, because I really love chimichurri. Chimichurri is really good. You can use it on your veggies after you cook them for extra flavor boost. You could use them as a marinade if you want to marinate like fish or any type of poultry, or traditionally what it's known as for people like when you have steak, chicken, things like that, people grill their steak, use the chimichurri, but chimichurri is very versatile in that way. And of course, this is a plant-based cooking class, right? Where food is medicine. So we're using it for veggie, but no judgment zone over here. So you can use it for whatever you want. I can show you it's good and it's packed with lots of vitamins, minerals, proteins, herbs, and just super powerful, okay? Antioxidants and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and chop up our parsley. And of course, you could double this recipe if you want it for your steaks and you want to use it for something else. I promise you, you'll use it for something else. Okay?
And
So I'm just
shout
gonna
out
do
to
half and
all of
half.
our lovely participants that are on Facebook and YouTube currently watching.
Hi, face.
Do
Yes,
know that if you can't make it on Zoom, you can always watch us on our live streaming apps of Facebook and YouTube as well.
absolutely. All right, so I was debating whether or not I should use because I have a recipe that I use at home that I particularly like a lot. Do you guys hear feedback from my?
Nope.
Because I can hear my thing. Okay, cool. So I'm using two different types of parsley, but normally what I use is parsley and cilantro. Okay. So you could just go with the parsley. I normally do parsley and cilantro, but you know, that's just a little tip. And I also a lot of times when I make chimichurri, I may add a shallot. But like I said, I'm a flavor overload type of person, so I'm looking for like the maximum amount of flavor that you can get. Save your parsley, put it in your bag. Okay. Let's get out our. What happened to my bag? Is my bag gone? I think we might have threw the bag away by accident. This going into our bag where we are collecting our scraps for our broth. Okay, so just remember, keep collecting your scraps for your broth. All right, so I um I really am a flavor person, so I'll use cilantro, parsley, shallots. But as I researched the recipe, I kept coming across just this, parsley, garlic, chili flakes, olive oil. This is the first time I actually found one with uh did it have paprika in the? No, okay, no. Okay, so that was just for the cauliflower. Okay, so we have our oregano, salt, chili flakes, olive oil, red wine vinegar, parsley, and garlic, of course. For our added flavor and a little bit of razzmatazz, which I'm a big razzmatazz type of lady, okay? I like to give it a little shimmer, a little sparkle. I'll add cilantro and I'll also add a shallot. And everything is just going to get chopped up really well. Okay, so we're just chopping really well. And this is one of those dishes, like if you make it for somebody, they're gonna think that you went to culinary school. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's uh it's a beautiful dish. I think we could use this smaller bowl. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our parsley. I can almost guarantee you I'm gonna need some more oil. And traditionally, you are gonna use olive oil, okay? And parsley is really, really good for you. I always tell you guys it's more than a garnish, and I will tell you all about the healing benefits of parsley now.
Parsley is a great detoxifying agent. It acts as a natural diuretic, promoting kidney health. Rich in vitamins, high in vitamins A, C, and K, it supports vision, immunity, and bone health. It also has lovely antioxidant properties, which combat oxidative stress.
Okay. And we definitely want to calm our oxidative stress. Of course, the Alliston and garlic is super amazing. And now you can tell them all about garlic now.
And for whoever asks, homemade chimichurri lasts about 5 to 7 days in the refrigerators.
For sure.
If you are interested in saving that.
Yeah, and it's good. And it's going to be better tomorrow, for sure. The longer you let it sit, it's going to be good. But I would eat it within 7 days or use it in some capacity. Okay. Uh, Garlic.
Garlic, it contains allicin, which has antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal properties, is great for heart health, and anti-inflammatory properties.
Okay. So now the recipe says 3 to 4 cloves in my bag, okay? Garlic peels in your bag for your broth. It's fall, so it's soup season. You guys be ready, all right? Be ready because I'm gonna spring some soup on you, and you gotta have your broth together. All right. So I'm just gonna get this off. So yeah, so the recipe calls for 3 to 4 um, garlic cloves and chimichurri. I normally put, depending on how big of a bowl I'm making, I normally do like 5 to 7. I'm not even gonna pretend like I don't. I'm over here fighting vampires, okay? In real life. You know what I'm saying? Because energy vampires are real. My goodness. I am over here fighting off vampires. So eat plenty of garlic. All right. So I'm just gonna mince that garlic up. And of course, if you crush your garlic first, it makes it really easy to mince. Have yourself a knife, sharp knife, and we're gonna break that garlic down as small as we possibly can with that knife, okay? So just run that knife back and forth. Oh, run that knife back and forth. And chimichurri is one of those things where it's an absolute labor of love. So the more effort, the more time, the more loving intentions that you put into your food as you're chopping it, think loving thoughts, okay? Think about how amazing it's going to taste, how much it's going to heal your body and heal your family and your friends, how your joints are going to feel better, any infections that are in your body, they're going to heal and clear right up. Put the power of loving intentions into your food when you're cooking it for your family. It makes the world a difference. That is one of the secrets to why food is medicine, because we have the ability to pour our positive energy into our food and heal our friends and families and loved ones with the meals that we cook for them. So pour all of your good vibrations into your meals when you're chopping like a Care Bear, okay? You know how Care Bears, all of their loving energy would come from their chest right into whatever. That's what we're doing with our food. Healing vibrations, healing energy. All right, so I feel like my garlic is nice and chopped. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my garlic into my bowl of parsley. So you can see this is what it's looking like so far. All right, want all that garlic. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to add in our oregano. So it can be dried or fresh oregano. I think once again, if you want to razzle dazzle, get fancy with it, get yourself some fresh oregano and then chop it up, throw it in there. It's gonna make that chimichurri, it's gonna kick it off to a whole nother level, okay? Fresh oregano leaves. You can also do the fresh red pepper and de-seed it. Kiki, this part is not for you, okay, honey? Don't add in the don't add in the chili flakes. If you do not, because I know you do not like spicy, we're gonna omit the chili flakes, okay? And it's not gonna make it super. So if you can do a little spice, it's totally fine. If you're just like a little bit of spice makes me want to run through a wall, leave it out. All right. So we're gonna add in our chili flakes. We're gonna add in our salt. And you don't have to add too much salt. You can taste, okay? We're adding our red wine vinegar and we're adding our olive oil. So now one thing that I absolutely do when I said, I'm like a flavor person. So the recipe says you can do lemon juice or red wine vinegar. Okay. I normally do both. I do lemon juice and red wine vinegar. So I do all the things. I'm like super extra when it comes to my chimichurri. Unapologetically super extra. Okay. So I'm just going to mix this around. And as you start mixing, you're going to be able to say, okay, that's not enough oil. I cut up too much parsley. So just add more oil. And I'm going to show you what the consistency.
I'm already adding mine to my little container so I can serve my friends tomorrow.
Exactly. Yep. Add it to your container, save it. It's going to be super yum.
Yep.
All right. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to taste it. So now you see this? Now you need it to be a little bit oily. You don't want it to be super dry. So if you've cut up a lot of parsley, if you like, because listen, I give measurements for recipes, but I don't measure a lot when I'm cooking in the kitchen. I can eyeball a teaspoon or a tablespoon for the most part. And for certain things, of course, you're going to want to measure. I feel like when you're baking things that need to rise like a cake, but when you're seasoning things, you just stop when the ancestors say stop, okay? So I know that might be a little controversial, but that's actually my motto. It's worked for me so far. I try not to be too heavy-handed with the salt. I've learned to pull back on the salt. Just want to taste. Oh, yep. Super yummy. It's good. The better the olive oil, the better your chimichurri is going to be. If you get a good quality olive oil, you do want the parsley to be able to get saturated in the oil because it needs to soften up. It's going to kind of sink in and really turn into a sauce. Okay. So
Jeanette,
yes, ma'am.
so I was doubling my recipe for the chimichurri, and
Mhm.
I put everything in, and I ran out of olive oil. I have like a half a cup and a fourth, and it says a half a
Mhm.
cup. Can I use grapeseed oil?
You can use grapeseed. You can also use avocado oil, but you can, if you need to add the grapeseed oil to so it's, a little bit more saturated, you could do that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Lynette, I cooked half this recipe because I'm giving my neighbor half because there's so much for me as one person. And
Yeah.
half this recipe, I have a skillet full of cauliflower.
Yeah.
Another
Uh-huh.
whole half of cauliflower left so I can share with my
Yeah. You can share with your neighbors, exactly. And if you really wanted to, like if you weren't going to eat the cauliflower now, you can also freeze cauliflower. It freezes very well. You can make a cauliflower mash. You could roast it, season it, just toss it with some olive oil, cumin, paprika, garlic powder, same ingredients. Throw it in the oven, roast it with some sweet potatoes. I know you picked up some sweet potatoes yesterday. Did you get some sweet potatoes?
I haven't roasted it with sweet potatoes. You have to tell us how to do that.
Oh yeah, well, fall is coming up, so we'll get into all of that. We're going to be doing a lot more roasting, so I
And you have a
definitely
lot of
will.
oil in your dish there.
Yeah. Uh-huh, yeah. So
More
I added
oil.
extra oil because I add a lot of parsley.
Okay,
So that half of cup was not enough for
okay,
the amount of parsley that I actually used. So I added probably about another uh quarter cup of oil.
okay. I'll
Okay.
add a little more oil.
So, but I just wanted to show you guys because, sometimes that's why I gave the whole rant about the measuring thing. Because sometimes I don't measure. So then you got to start, like, if you know what it's supposed to look like, then you go, oh, okay, I could do that. So, you want the oil, you see how you could see the oil in there. You want to be able to see it. Okay. And then as it sits, the parsley is going to kind of sink more and more of the oil is going to rise to the top. And it'll be perfect. So I'm going to go into the fridge with this. And then, of course, if you need to adjust with a little bit more red wine vinegar or a little bit more salt, I do feel like I could use just a pinch more salt. Or if you want it spicier and you want some more red chili pepper flakes, please do so. So you're just going to make it and then you're going to adjust the ingredients to your taste, okay? So just add a little bit of things and then go back and kind of taste it until it's absolutely perfect for you. Mix and taste. And then I think we're about at time to where we should be checking on our cauliflower steaks.
Yeah,
Have they
we're
been in
coming
for
around
15
15 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Good. Going into my fridge. All right. Cool. All right. So now I'm going to check. Whew. Got a rush of heat that came out of there. We're looking pretty good. How's everybody's cauliflower steaks looking in the oven? I think mine are looking pretty decent. Okay. And it should be a good fork tender. I'm just gonna put yep. Yeah, the thinner one is cooked a little bit faster, but this is good. And that's why I turned my oven up to 425 because, ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Okay, I'm so excited. All right, so let me show you all because they're so pretty. Love them, especially the side that was panned down. So let me just turn this one too. So this is what I'll do. I'm not going to mess around. Can you guys see that? Pull it back this way. I lost my spatula. All right. Is everybody's cauliflower steaks? Are you guys all done with your steaks? Are they out of the oven? Please check. This is absolutely beautiful. My God. It's just so nice. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I'm gonna put them like this. Then I have a couple little extra little pieces that we'll just take out of here because waste not, want not. All right. So here are my cauliflower steaks. And let's turn this one over. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh.
And
Now,
I have
ideally,
all my little ones.
you have all your little ones. Did you season them and cook them? So ideally, we're gonna let that chimichurri sit a little bit
Yours
longer. But
held
I just want
together well. Wow.
well, I got two good steaks out of it. Okay, you had to cut right down the middle. After that, everything else is just gonna fall apart, and that's okay. That's why I said don't even feel bad. Go ahead and let it crumble. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. So now, ideally, you want your chimichurri to sit for a little while longer, but in interest of the class and the time, what time are we at right now, Naya?
We have 5 minutes till 12.
Okay, well, we're doing okay. All right, so in the interest of time, I'm gonna go ahead and just add my chimichurri to my cauliflower. And that just made me really excited just to see it being plated that way. Okay. So now in the future, if you make this, or if you make this again, or you just make the little pieces, let your chimichurri sit for a bit, okay? So it could get nice and marinated because right now the parsley is going to be a little rough, but it's okay, not the worst thing in the world. Because guess what I'm going to do? Oh, Irma already has I always forget. She's already like 10 steps ahead of me when it comes to their plates. But here we are. It's a beautiful dish. And it's definitely one of those dishes where, you know, if you bought it out at a restaurant, don't tell me they wouldn't try to charge you like $25 for this, maybe with one other thing. Isn't it so pretty? It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So it's a great transitional meal from fall into this giving fall vegetables, but it's also still giving that bright summer taste with the chimichurri, all of those flavors. They're so bright and vibrant. I love them. They make me happy. Chimichurri is like whoever invented chimichurri, like, oh my God, I love you so much. I know it comes from Argentina. I need to know the person, the very person who put chimichurri on the map, okay? All right, so let me just go ahead. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to cut into it. Did you get a good picture? We're taking pictures like it's just so pretty. All right. All right. So now I'm gonna share. So I always cook and let Michael and Irma partake in the festivities with me.
Them little
Here
pieces.
you all go. Huh?
Them little pieces you just gave them. She gave y'all a half of one steak shared.
They actually have to share this one bowl. They have to share the same bowl. Naya, whatever. Naya.
Well, then yesterday she said, "Look, Shanisha made me 2 steaks."
I will make you 2 steaks. We have more. All right, so let's see. I'm excited. I want some of that. I want some of that oil on the bottom. Yum. That's greedy people stuff. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite. Hopefully you guys are taking a bite. Naya always talks about me because sometimes I don't wait for you all to eat, but I'm hungry today. Mmm. Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's good.
Oh,
And a little
oh my
extra
God, it's so good.
cheese on mine.
All right. Who's eating? Because I need to know. I need to hear your thoughts around this. Mm. I need some more chimichurri.
It's delicious.
Oh my gosh.
It's delightful.
It's amazing. More chimichurri, the better. Oh, gosh. It's very hearty also. It's very hearty. That's the part about it that I really like. I can literally eat this just like as a meal. Mm. Okay, that's enough. I'm literally losing my mind over here. It's the chimichurri. The chimichurri does it for me. The cauliflower
Okay,
is good.
Jeanette, let me tell you what I did with my chimichurri.
What did you do with it?
So I was making double, and so
Mm-hmm.
the pepper flakes that you guys gave us. Now the ingredients say 1/4 to a half a teaspoon. So I don't know how
Yeah.
much you guys put in that little thing, but I dumped the whole thing in mine
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because we do like spicy over here. So anyway, I
Yeah.
tasted it. It was kind of spicy. So
Yeah.
I also like sweet. So I added a teaspoon and a half of honey. Oh
Oh.
my God, this stuff is so good. Look, I ain't even made the cauliflowers yet because I'm gonna make some cauliflowers this evening for dinner. And I got the rub ready and everything. But
Yeah.
this chimichurri sauce, mm,
Yeah.
mm,
It's
mm.
good.
I'm sitting
Now
here
that's really
eating some
interesting.
of
You
it
added
with a
honey.
spoon. I'm eating some
Mm.
of it with a spoon. It's so good.
That's very interesting with honey.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
this
I'm
is
gonna
Emma.
try that. Hi, Emma.
It was so good. And then I thought about the beautiful tomatoes, fresh tomatoes
Uh-huh.
we got yesterday. So,
Yes.
Yes.
generally, if you have the red, white, and green, so I, I chopped up some tomatoes and put on top of the chimichurri over the steak. That adds the
Mm.
sweetness also without
Yeah.
adding any other honey, but it
Or the
was
sugar,
really good.
uh-huh.
I
Mm-hmm.
put them together and it was really great.
Did you bake the tomatoes with the
No, they're
cauliflower?
fresh. I added them straight whole, chopped up.
Just
Uh,
fresh and raw.
yeah, fresh and raw.
Oh,
Just added
I'm
them
gonna
on
try
top,
that tonight
Yeah.
too.
and it
Yeah,
was
we had
really
some
good.
really beautiful, really beautiful tomatoes at the
Yeah.
farmer's market yesterday. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm,
Okay, I'm gonna have me a good cauliflower tonight.
yeah. I love your innovation. It's good. I'm done. I'm already finished.
Thank
It's
you,
so
Emma.
good.
I just added mine. Thank you, Emma.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
We'll
this
share
is
with our
good.
friends tomorrow while we're working.
I
All
love share with
right.
your friends.
Oh, they're good. That's
Mhm,
what they're having for brunch. That and a
mhm.
few other things.
Yeah, they're gonna really like it because I brought this over for the holiday last year, and my friends loved it. But I couldn't do the steaks, because it was for a holiday dish for like multiple people. So what I did was I just broke it up into florets. So if you ever want to bring it as a dish that you're sharing, but you have to serve multiple people, obviously it's not really conducive to try to just get a whole bunch of steaks out of it. But what you can do, break it up into florets, season it the same way, get it all seasoned, roast the cauliflower, um, for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can even, do the same thing. You want to sear it a little bit. I didn't do that. I just roasted it. And then I made the chimichurri sauce and poured it over the cauliflower and served it like that. And my friends were raving. They still asked me about it. When my friend found out that I was making it today, she was like, "Oh, it's my favorite dish. Can you make it for me?" So I will be making it again. Are there any questions, comments, concerns? Hi, Valerie.
Hi, I just wanted to mention, and other people may be aware of this, but in the August, September magazine for ARP, there's an article, Cook Your Way Out of Prediabetes by
Oh.
Bob Blummer, who is a Food Network chef. And this program of plant-based cooking that we do dovetails perfectly with this diet.
Could you send me the
And
article?
And share with all of your friends. It is absolutely wonderful. I've shared it too.
oh, good,
Yes.
good.
I don't have your
I
phone
think
number, so you can put it in the chat, Lynette.
Shanette, are you talking to me when you talking to what we call it? Shanette.
Shanette. I said Lynette.
It's okay.
I can put it in. I can put the
send it
info
to
in
you.
the chat.
Yeah, thank you.
With the pictures.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. But yeah, you're I love that, Valerie. I love that you're finding things that support this program because Valerie has actually been, I feel like you've been here since day one, haven't you? You've been here since day one for like 5 years. I don't even
Yes.
know if you've ever missed a day. You might have missed a day in 5 years, maybe. I appreciate you. Thank you. Big shout out to Valerie and Mel. Mel is the beneficiary of all the amazing recipes. Um, yeah, I would love to read that article. Um, we've been doing this food as medicine class for 5 years, probably a little over 5 years now. And it's been a super life changer, I know for me, and I know for a lot of you all have just gave your testimony about like how monumental and important and it's been through like the paradigm shift for you in your health and the way that you look at food and the way that you prepare food for your families, your grandchildren, your husbands, your sisters, your cousins. I know a lot of you all have shared these recipes with your family members out of state, family members that may be in not so great of health to help them heal. And so I really appreciate that because it's super confirmation for us. It is really a part of us understanding and knowing that this program is really effective for the community. And it's like that that ball of light that we start here and we expand out to you guys. You guys take it and you run with it and you share it with other people, which means that the good energy is spreading. So big shout out to all of you guys for being in the class and being so supportive and just being so open to try new things, because I mean, how could you not like cauliflower after you eat this? This is so good. This is so good. I mean, and cauliflower by itself is pretty, if you just cook cauliflower, you just boil it with some water, a little salt and pepper. It's like not, but if you do something like this, you roast it, you season it well, you give it some love, sear it. You just put a lot of good intention, a lot of love, a lot of energy behind that dish. Make some chimichurri. It turns into like the most spectacular dish that you've ever had in your whole entire life. Super praiseworthy. So hopefully you share this recipe and I'm super happy. Thank you, peanut butter and jelly. I appreciate y'all. And hopefully you all definitely share this recipe with your friends and family. Shout out to everybody that's going to be bringing it to a friend's house or a family member's house this weekend. Big shout out to Naya. Naya, I love you. Big shout out to Irma. Yes, Naya, big hearts to you. And Michael, and to my whole team, Fatima, Vivian, Dr. Johnson, Ethan, Sherilyn. Hopefully I'm not forgetting my Winnie. Big shout out to everybody. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate y'all. Would anybody like to share before we go? Quiet? Is everybody eating? Everybody's eating. Yolanda, how's your chimichurri, your cauliflower steak with
This
chimichurri?
is screaming. This is delicious. I'm not eating nothing but this today. And I put some tomato on top. And a little cheese, a little Parmesan cheese is done to grate it. It's delicious.
Awesome. I love that. So, how do you traditionally eat cauliflower? And did you eat cauliflower before this?
Yes. I need to make a cauliflower salsa. I can give you a recipe
okay.
for cauliflower salsa.
I feel like have you made a cauliflower? Was it cauliflower ceviche, Irma? Did you guys make like a cauliflower ceviche or something like that a couple years ago? Yeah.
I made that.
Really good.
Fatima gave me that recipe, and I made that with the cauliflower. It's good.
We need to try that. Okay. Yeah, because this cauliflower it's giving. I love it. I can eat this all day too. I'm definitely gonna have it again later. Thanks for sharing, Yolanda. Anybody else want to share before we go? Because I'm gonna finish eating because I know you guys are getting tired of me just smacking in your ear. I have no shame. I'm like licking my fingers and everything. Irma, did you like it? Or Irma likes it too. All right, you guys. Well, thank you. I appreciate you all so much. Deborah. Hey, Deborah. How are you? Deborah, are you cooking with us today or are you watching? Unmute yourself, Deborah. Are you still muted, hon? I'm not a prompter.
I want to try it. It looks real good.
It's so yummy. It's so good. Did you make it out to the market yesterday?
No, I'm in Oklahoma.
Oh, are you in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I was like, you look like you're from Oakland. You said you're Oklahoma. I'm like, hey, you look like somebody I seen in Oakland. Oh, you're joining. Well, shout out to you, Deborah, all the way from Oklahoma. Please do try it. And if you need any support, do you have the recipe?
No.
Oh my God, Deborah, put your email in the chat. Naya, or Naya, can you put the recipe in the chat so Deborah can just click on it?
Is that another Deborah? This is Deborah Butler.
That's another Deborah, honey. You guys is popular today.
Deborah.
Yeah.
Hi, Deborah Butler.
I was trying to get the mute. Okay.
Yeah, we have another Deborah joining us from Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
I love that. So Naya's gonna. She just put the recipe in the chat. Do you know how to get to the chat? Are you on your phone?
I'm on my tablet.
Okay. So on your tablet, it should be like your phone. If you put your finger towards the bottom of the screen, it like all the things like it should say chat and what does it say? It should say participants, chat. Let's see. Should say like have the unmute. You know where you unmute? Click that like where you go to unmute.
Okay.
Okay. Now you see where it says chat? It's along the bottom it should say chat. And if you click that, it's going to open up the chat box.
I don't see chat.
What do you
On your
see right now?
tablet, it might have you might have a bubble pop up, and it's going to be a small bubble, and it's going to circle with the
Want some more?
number in red.
You want
That
some
is
more?
usually the message notifications. So if you see a small red bubble with some numbers on it, try clicking that.
Did you see my text I sent y'all?
Oh, you woke me up, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, did you see it?
I made
Oh,
some
okay. I got
chimichurri.
chats now.
Okay, so now at the bottom of that chat, Naya put the recipe. Now, if you don't see it, you can also type your email address in that chat.
With the cabbage?
And then Naya can
No, I
email it
made
to you
some
directly.
chimichurri. You don't make it with cabbage.
Okay.
Not cabbage. Who's where
Naya, can you
Parsley.
mute
It says
It's made
message
with parsley.
everyone or new chat.
The group chat? Well, if you're look for the chats that have already entered into that space. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Do you see the chats?
Yeah, I'm putting my email address now.
Okay, awesome. So then I could just send it to her directly to her email. Yeah, put your email address in there and we'll send you the recipe directly. And then maybe we'll have somebody call you and get you registered so you can get the links to the classes and the recipe.
Okay.
If you got into the class, you should be getting the recipes. It might be going to like a junk mail or something. But I'm so happy that you're joining us.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
How did you hear about our program?
From a friend.
Awesome.
Yeah, Robin Burt.
All right, Robin. Well, thank you for inviting your peoples. All right, so go ahead and we're gonna Naya leave the Zoom open so she can finish putting her information in there. Don't close it out, and then close it out in about 10 minutes, and then we'll give you a call and help you get the recipe.
Okay. Fatima sent me the YouTube link.
Oh, okay.
Fatima sent me the YouTube link.
All right. All right. So Naya, did we see her email?
Yeah, Fatima's sending her all information. She said that
All right,
she's
you
gonna
got it.
send
We got you, Deborah. All right, Deborah. Thank you. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, I'm gonna go cook some more. Okay, you guys. Hi, Mary. You guys have a beautiful day. Mary, did you have something you want to say? Because Mary, you're waving your finger around. You're eating. Do you eat it? Okay. I'm done.
I'm done. I had 2 steaks and I have 1 and a half. I have a half a steak left. Or 2. And I did all of mine on my stove top. Because my oven is out.
Yeah.
And it came out good.
And it was still good, huh? I know that's right.
Yeah.
It's still good. Oh my gosh, so yummy.
If you'll notice, the cauliflower looks like the brain, especially
It
when you
does.
cut it in half. And so
It does.
that's another way you know that it's good brain food.
It's good
So if you
brain
need to
food.
sell somebody on cauliflower, tell them it's good for your brain.
It's good brain food. Absolutely. It's good for your lymph nodes also. All right, you guys, go forth and have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. As always, thank you for joining the Good Life program for healthy aging. And you guys have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Mhm.